I'm
Loading
listening
the
to the.
thing.
I am listening to
Okay.
the nastiest song right now. So, oh, sorry. Hello.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're listening to the nastiest song right now, guys.
I
Because we're
was.
back. It's me.
Hello. Hello. It's your nasty song
And
listener.
Natalia.
It's a pretty nasty song.
What?
I'm
Now
gonna be
I'm
real.
curious about
The song. It's called
what
White.
nasty song are you listening
It's called
to?
White Tea, like TEE as in a T-shirt, and it's by
Uh
Corpse.
huh.
It's a.
Oh. Yeah, I can imagine. I like Corpse, so I kind of
Me
know,
too.
like,
Yeah,
the
you know the
vein of
vibe.
like.
You know the vibe. You know
Yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
I know the vibe.
The song has moved on now. We've moved to a less nasty song. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining our live. Today, me and Natalia are going to talk about BLs.
We're back, baby. It's been a little
We're back.
while. It's been a little while.
Yeah,
Listen, life has been a bit of a punch in the nads for a while. So, like,
yeah.
you know, we haven't gotten together
Yeah.
in a little while to talk about BLs, but here we are. You know,
Here
we're
we
back, baby.
are.
We haven't stopped watching them because, listen,
No.
no matter how shitty life gets, the grind never stops.
Yeah,
And by grind,
exactly.
I mean the BL watching grind never stops.
Yeah. You gotta keep up. You gotta keep up with the grind.
Listen, you guys,
You know,
it's a full-time. Listen, being a BL fan is a full-time job. Let me tell you,
it is. It is. It is a full-time job. A full-time job. So one of the BLs I was actually kind of excited to talk about was Bed Friends because
it's such a vibe.
Now, it is such a vibe.
So I have like my podcast that I do, and I was actually talking about Bed Friends on my podcast, but my talk wasn't so much if I liked it, which I do. I need to start out by saying this. But if there's someone watching this who hasn't started Bed Friend, okay, and has only seen the advertisements for Bed Friend, when I tell you that is not the show you're getting from those advertisements we got. Yes, same Bella.
Same.
BL is it's the only thing.
Yeah.
When I tell you, so like, listen, the advertisements were all like sex, erotic, sexy fun. These two guys hate each other, but they've got sexual chemistry and they gonna fuck. And I'm just like, okay, cool. We're just gonna get like, you know, like a fun enemies to lovers, like, you know, love in the air style, like not a lot of plot, but like just like them fucking and falling in love and moving from enemies to lovers, right? Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's gonna be super fun. If you have started the show, and that's what you were expecting, and you were not expecting like a therapy, needing therapy after watching it, like imagine
you are mistaken.
Imagine you're presented with the most traumatized person to ever walk this earth, and then his coworker wants to fuck him, and that's the story. You have this horribly traumatized person who doesn't trust anyone, and is sort of hates people. Like he's very much a people hater. He has like one friend that he likes, his coworker. He has one friend. Everyone else, he's like, oh, whatever, take a leave. And then you have and there was never an enemies to lovers, because in order to be enemies to lovers, you both have to be enemies, right?
Yeah.
Only one person considered the other one an enemy. Like King, he doesn't. No, he was never. There was never like a like I don't like my coworker, but the sexual chemistry. He was like, no, man,
no.
I'd have jumped them bones yesterday. Like I love this guy. Like this guy's the tits. So I feel like people who aren't expecting the level of traumatic storylines that have happened to this character, like there are a lot of trigger warnings on this show that we were not warned about. before we
No.
started the show. So, like, for anyone who hasn't watched the show and maybe watching this and was considering it, there is sexual assault, there is regular assault, there is child abuse, there's dating violence. It's like the only thing it doesn't have is like animal abuse. Like this man, I don't know how he's like functional. This character, like,
I mean, I think he's functional because he shuts himself off from most things. Like that's how you function.
The therapy, like quoting Vix here. I need therapy, la 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 therapy. Yeah, that's what this man needs. And I really don't.
I was just really like thrown off, like, because I hadn't read the novel, so like
I haven't either.
Apparently, it's a lot worse in the novel, and I just don't like. I hadn't even fathom because in the show, it's like really
the show is it's terrible in the show. Not the show isn't terrible.
So,
I'm actually I think the show is quite well done, and I'm enjoying the show. But
it's not.
How could it be?
Yeah.
How could it be?
Yeah, there's just like way worse. Like they go into like more detail or whatever. But like, so the thing is that it surprises you because like in the first episode, or like in the first 2 episodes, yeah. Oh, spoiler! King has been in love with Ula for 5 years.
I feel like that's less of a spoiler and more like you pick that vibe up fucking immediately,
real quick.
Like you're like, oh wait, this guy is down bad for this little dude. Like
So he so it happens. I don't know if it's in the first episode or the second episode where Ua, like where King is like trying to like shoot his shot. Like he's like
he's trying, babe. He's trying.
He's like, listen, like, I'm good for things. Like, you don't have to worry about it. We could just like
such a gentleman. Such a gentleman.
such a gentleman.
I gotta be honest, like,
and so
the show really, from Yua's perspective, really tries to make you believe that King is this giant red flag. Like it really, in the first like episode, it's like, but then very quickly you're like, no, you must be fucking colorblind because this man is like the color of a green grape. Like this is the greenest flag I've ever seen in a BL. He's wild. Like
the only thing that kind of red flaggy is like sometimes King can get really possessive, like.
But see, I'm actually looking at this from King's perspective, where he's seen this horrible way the mom treats him. He's seen, he saw him being attacked by his ex. Like he's sensing, like I think he's probably figured out that something janky has gone on because no one just freaks out by having their neck touched like that unless something bad is happening to them. So I feel like the possessiveness from the show, I don't know, I haven't read the book, obviously, but how I interpret it is like, this man needs someone to like
that's true.
Protect him because he's suffering. So that's
true.
Also,
actually,
like
now that you
all these other dudes are such creeps. Like
just surrounded by creeps. Okay, so back to my point.
Okay,
sorry. Okay, so the thing that happens is that it like I was watching the first time, like they Ua agreed to like say, okay, yes, like let's just go. And so the first time they go into the apartment, or like it was a towel scene. It was like when King was like gonna like dry his hair, and I was like, oh great, we're getting my favorite BL, like let's like dry your hair because no one has a dryer. And then air drying don't exist. And then the flashback happened, and I was given no warning. No warning.
None. And all of a sudden you're like, you didn't even know he had a stepdad at this point.
No.
Just like, what fucking
And so
I was so taken aback.
They take this like moment that's supposed to be like really cute and made it so awful. And you're like, what? What? I just wanted like some nice towels.
I was just here for some sexy fun times. So I see Bella's comment here. King's so green that he's white. The author doesn't like drama, so the stories are quite fluffy. This is fluffy? y'all. Like, I know what's happening between them is fluffy, but this is, I think that mana might have frozen. Bestie, where you at? Oh, you back? You're back. I see you blinking. I think you're back. But yeah. Well, I'm actually really excited for Middleman's Love. But oh, okay, there we go. But this is fluffy for this author?
This is fluffy? Oh no.
Oh boy. Who hurt you?
Oh boy.
No, I really like the show. I really like the show quite a bit.
I just really feel like Bed Friends.
Yeah, I just feel like we should have been warned. Because you know what I do love though. So at first on iQIYI, I'm watching it on iQIYI, and at first it just had a normal, like, you know, the poster, Bed Friends, whatever, and then after like episode 3, suddenly there was a giant R rating on the on the poster that had just appeared, and I was like, okay, a little late. It's been pretty feisty for this entire time.
I mean, it has been pretty spicy. Was the cat ears too much? Apparently.
Okay, listen, the cat ears was wild, wild. But what I was sort of laughing about, because I'm watching it on iQIYI, right, where anything goes on iQIYI. Literally anything goes. They'll put anything, and I'm just like thinking, like, I know that this is showing on YouTube. What is the YouTube cut possibly like? To not.
That's what I want to know. Did you see it? Did you see the YouTube?
No,
cut?
I didn't. I'm not gonna waste my time on the YouTube cut. That's like going and watching the TV cut of Kinporsche. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, what is? Listen, we know what we signed up for. Why would you do this? Come on, get real.
I know. Yeah, I actually really am. Although episode 6, like, really pissed me off, because I understand Ua, like, I do. Like, I definitely understand, like, the trust issues and the fact that, you know, he was very excited about, spoiler warnings if you haven't seen episode 6, he was very excited about that trip. And I was like, okay, but you have to tell King not to go on this date. Like, you just have to tell him. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, but listen, I understand where he's coming from. If you look at his character, who's constantly betrayed by everyone he knows and doesn't trust anyone, of course he wouldn't. And no, so this is kind of on King in this situation, where he should have, like, been like, right, I have to, like, specifically demand the information out of him and ask him explicitly, because he will not tell me a damn thing.
Yeah, so, but that's the thing. Like, King did ask him. King did say, like, "Hey,
you gotta double check, man. You gotta like read between the lines, buddy."
I guess so too. But I was still upset. I was just like, please, like, this is like, please, like, you were doing so well, Ua. You were doing so well.
You were like, vibing. So, like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So Bed Friends was the second book in the story. So Middleman's Love is supposed to come out first. But you know what? I feel like this is a better way to do it. Like, get all the trauma out first, and then just go into fun, fluffy romance. Like,
yeah, for sure. Because, like, I definitely appreciate the fact that this one's first, because, like, then you get all the trauma out, and you're just like, okay,
and then,
cool.
And then you're like, okay, because then we can have, like, goofy old Jade, right? Just being goofy and dumb and sweet. And, you know, oh no, his new coworker's hot.
Yeah. You know what, though? I really love Jade as a character. Like,
I do. I think he's adorable.
Like, even though he's, like, really silly, like, he shows up to bat. Like, even though, like, he knows that he can't fight, he still, like, tried to confront Ua's ex. He still protected Ua when his, like, creepy, like, boss was, like, trying to hit on him. You know, it's like those are the kind of friends that show up for you. You know, like, they'll be down for the ride, like, no matter what. And I really appreciate that, because Ua really needs more people like that in his life.
Yeah. I gotta talk about the creepy boss, because I always love when someone is playing this character, because I feel a little bad for the actor, right? Because I'm sure the actor's not this creepy in real life, right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I'm sure he's
I'm
not.
sure
I'm
he's
sure
just a
he's
normal
lovely.
dude. But like, they're like, okay, we want you to put on like this douchey goatee and just be so greasy and smarmy and constantly be touching people's hands when they don't want it and like standing real close, doing like the hair sniff vibes. Oh, well, that's like a classic. That's no, I don't see, that's not frustrating for me. That's fun because he's stupid. And I love a dumb idiot. I love an idiot simp.
You know who's also a dumb idiot? Cher from Boss and Babe.
Okay. No, I'm fucking loving a Boss and a Babe. Not to take it like to a new thing. No, because my favorite ship is a dumb idiot and a total simp. Because it's the perfect one, right? Because you have this dumb idiot who never knows what's going on. It was the same in like, my school president. Dumb idiot, simp. Dumb idiot, simp. I love it because the dumb idiot never gets anything. And oh my God, Cher. The dumbest idiot. He's the dumbest. Listen, he's the dumbest man who ever lived. And so yeah, the actor who plays the boss on Bed Friends always plays bad guys, and it's because he has creepy bad guy face. It's like like actors who have cop face. You know what I mean? Like there's cop face, there's gangster face, like you look like you're a gangster, and then there's like smarmy rapist face, and he's unfortunately, and it's like it's not accurate. Like it's not. Obviously, I don't know this guy. I'm pretty sure he's not a greasy rapist. Like I know this, like I'm not saying this, but popular culture has conditioned us to believe that certain physical attributes are mean things, sort of like stupid phrenology. And like he has creep face. He looks like a creepy dude. Creep face. He looks like a creepy dude that might roofie you. Like and I feel really bad because I'm sure he's a really nice guy. Like I'm sure it's like the dude who played it's like the actor who played Gunn in Love in the Air. Like I'm sure like in the behind the scenes they were all laughing and having a good time with him, right? Like they're all just like, oh, he's such a nice guy. And then it's just like like that's unfortunate for you. Yeah, it's like well, Earth just has like young energy. It's like the dude. Yeah, it's like the dude who was in Game of Thrones and The Maze Runner. You know what I'm talking about? The guy, he's like my age, but he looks about 18.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but then they've got the reverse in Midnight Chicken, where they want us to believe that Earth is
Earth is like a 40-year-old
decrepit old man. Like they couldn't even paint a few gray hairs in him. Like old him up a little. They
couldn't even give him like crow's feet or anything. Like they just didn't make him old.
Like I loved Midnight Chicken front to back. Okay, but I could not suspend my disbelief that everyone was just like, what an old, broken old man that nobody would ever be attracted to. I'm like, it's Bear.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about? Like,
I couldn't believe that either.
His last role was playing like a Magic Mike stripper. What are we like? Yeah, what a busted up old man that no one could possibly want to fuck. Like, what are you talking about? What? And I was just like, at least like put, spray paint some gray in his hair
or something. Or like give him crow's feet, give him some wrinkles to make it believable. But
like
I did not believe he was 40.
Yeah, like why wouldn't this like 26-year-old want to fuck him? Like
yeah,
what are you talking about? Like,
of course he would.
Like, this man is hot as hell. What are you talking about? But Moonlight Chicken was so good. God,
yeah, Moonlight Chicken was really good.
It's like
Moonlight Chicken was actually one of the better GMM TV shows.
Okay, right now I'm watching Midnight Museum, which has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, everyone calling him Uncle was really hilarious. I really enjoyed that everyone was calling him cute.
I just felt something like batting at my feet, and I was like, who could this be? She's like, release me, human. I am not here for you. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
everyone calling
everybody
him uncle was too much. It was too much.
was
Like,
funny. It was really funny.
like,
But you know, considering that he was supposed to be very old, he had two young guys going after him, so you know, must have been doing something right.
listen, some people like a daddy figure. What can I say? Like, it's actually funny. Little personal thing. Everyone always thinks my husband is a lot older than me, so we get this sort of dynamic out because I look with my colorful hair and my nose rings and my stupid accessories, and he just looks like an old man accountant. And so when people would like see us together, this was like a couple years ago, like we ran into one of his coworkers, and his coworker was like, "Oh, your wife is like a lot younger than you, huh?" And he was like, "We went to high school together. I'm 3 years older than her." And I'm like, "You got old man." So I call him Old Man Briggs because, and then my mom got really mad. She was like, "You can't call him old man. That's so mean." I'm like, "Mom, he calls himself old man. Like, don't worry about it." It's like reverse energy for this. Like, there's no way in any world that people would be like, "As you seeing Earth." Are we kidding ourselves here? Like if uncle was a nickname, that's one thing, but like,
yeah. But the fact that everybody was like, "Oh, he's so old," I was like, where is old?
Who is this old man you're talking about? Because
but
it was regardless of the fact that it's not clearly not
Moonlight
40.
Chicken was really good.
It was so good.
Like, it was
so understated.
It was really understated, and it really was just an all-around show where they talked about like family issues and like what makes a family, and like, it was, you know, wealth disparity, and just like a lot of things that
it was one of
I didn't
the
expect them
realistic shows that I've seen GMMTV make. Like it's a show that it's what I would call, it's a slice of life show, because like this could be a real person that you know. Like, you've met someone like him. You know what I mean? And I just remember the big hubbub where everyone was so upset that his character was like worried, was like concerned that his nephew was gay. I'm like, okay, have some fucking perspective here. Like, he had a shitty life, and most of the problems in his life were because of homophobia. And he loves this kid like a son. It's not that he is internalized homophobia. He's worried about his proxy son having a hard life.
Yeah, because he's lived it. He lived it.
And then his son's like, "All right, old man, times have changed, you old fogey, you ancient crypt keeper. Like, times are different. I'm a be in love with my disabled boyfriend." Wah, 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 wah. And you're just like, okay, yeah, you know what? This is fair. Like, this is you know what? That was a very Gen Z response, right? Just being like, nah, bruh. Like,
nah, bruh.
Yeah, fuck them old dinosaurs. They'll die out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Like, homophobia is dying out, my guy. Like,
yeah. That was a very Gen Z thing of the character. What was this in Ling?
Ling, yeah.
No.
Ling, yeah.
Yeah. It was a very Gen Z
I don't remember names of people I've met in real life, and you want me to remember character names? That's a bridge too far for this ADD brain. Like, let's calm down here.
Sorry, Natalia. Sorry, forgive me. I forgot.
I don't remember shit. We all know it. It's amazing. I remember to like show up to these lives. My brain don't work good, guys. The brain don't work good.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's okay.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. So Bed Friends is a good show, except it needed to have some sort of trigger warning.
Yeah, and like the does like, yeah, that's right. The default's the mafia, like the alphabet mafia, the legit.
I heard a TikTok. What was it? There was this TikTok and they started using LGBTQI and I was like, what is this? And I just could not stop dying of laughter every time I saw a TikTok use that LGBTQI. I'm just like, what?
So okay, Bed Friends, it does have like a little like the things in the show are warning, like they might be disturbing, and I'm just like, yeah, the show's about to get hog wild. It's just, and it is. It's a hog.
It is hog wild. You know, the thing is
that the cat boy scene was. I'm like, who is this for? Like, who signed off on this? Like, listen, I'm not kink shaming here, but who signed off on this scene? Because it's fucking insane at this point. Okay, it jumped the cat-shaped shark. Like, what is happening?
It was a lot, and I was like, and you know, I've seen ass cheeks like on Kim Porsche. Like it was like it's no big deal. But then I saw, because I don't know why I thought that they wouldn't. But like
I thought they were just gonna like make a little like hee hee, like, oh, here's some cat ears, and then like fade, you know, like cut to another scene. I know it's in the book, Bella. I know it's in the book. But what I'm saying is,
there's
a lot of things in these books. Listen, I don't have anything against cat boys. Okay, no, I truly don't. Live your truth, meow meow. But like, listen, I'm just lying here next to my husband watching it on my tablet, and then it seems like this, there could be trust issues, because my husband's always like, oh, why don't you just watch it on the TV? Why don't you just put it on the TV? We have a big TV. Why are you watching it on your iPad? We have a giant TV in our room. You can just... This is why I can't put it on the TV. I don't need anyone to know what I'm getting up to. Like, you want me to put Catboy sex scene on the big TV for anyone to see? Like, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna put it on the TV. Like, he wouldn't. The best part, my husband wouldn't say anything. He'd be like, "Oh, that's an interesting scene. Ooh, oh, this show's a little interesting." Well, I was watching Checkout. I love my husband. I love him so much. I was watching Checkout, and you know how deranged Checkout is, right? It's like no plot, just sexual vibes. No, like it's the most boring show I've ever seen. Just lots of dudes fucking. And he was like, "Oh, those two look very friendly." I was like, friendly indeed. He was like, 5 feet apart because they're not gay. I'm like, yeah, this is the vibe. Very friendly. Listen, Bella, there's a lot of things in books that maybe shouldn't be on television.
I'm not
going to complain. I'm not going to complain.
No.
You know?
But I do see the complaint about that people make about Bed Friends is that it doesn't know what it wants to be. Because, like,
I think the show knows what it wants to be. I don't think the marketing knew what the show was. Like, I feel like this show is suffering from deceptive marketing, because all the marketing I see is sexy fun times. Sexy, ooh, sexy. There's the sexual tension is insane. And then you get to watching it and you're like, the traumatic tension is insane. And you're just like, oh, babe. I really like it, though.
You know, so when I first was gonna watch Bed Friends, I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be like Natalia said, this is gonna be like a very sexy light show.
Yeah. I was like,
it's not gonna be
I was thinking like
much to think about.
Yeah, I was thinking like, you know, Love in the Air minus the trauma. Nope, they included the trauma, bitch. Like, no, I wasn't free. The trauma. The trauma came back.
But it's like they like doubled down, you know, because it's like not only was his stepfather a piece of shit, his mom was a piece of shit, Like his ex-boyfriend was a piece of shit. Like,
just like, does this man ever meet nice people? Like, Jesus, I'm amazed he sleeps with anyone at this point. Hey, Joy, welcome.
Hey, Joy, he's met like 2 so far. He's met like 2 nice people, and one of them he's like severely distrustful of. So, you know, it's like,
Oh, Bella, like, listen, I would also like to read this novel. So, like, if you know where I can acquire, link me up,
Yes, yes, Bella. I can't wink
Hook
because
us up, friend. I would like to
yeah,
know where
friend.
to read said novel.
Yes,
just to really
yes.
get to the plot,
Just
you
to
know,
really
the
get
real,
just to understand.
the meaty plot. We all wanna understand the intricate plot details.
Yeah. I know I do.
Yeah,
I can't
listen,
wink,
I'm all about the
but
plot.
it's there. Yeah, I mean, see. Although there was a poll recently on Twitter where like what people wanted more like to see of, and like I think it changed now.
Oh,
but
it
at
was
first,
Gaga Ooh La La. People were like 18 plus scenes, and people were like, oh, you like porn. Yeah, that's what we're asking for. Like, and no joy, not the sex, the plot. The plot, Joy.
The plot. We're just in for the plot.
Very clear. We want to read the plot.
It's very
we want to
clear
know about
that I needed
the inner
to see...
machinations of these characters.
Listen. I really needed to know about King's little
backstory. I need to know. No, I need to know about his backstory.
Yes.
I want to know about his inner pathos that we don't get. The inner monologue. Yes. I want to know all the details. Yeah, people really be taking a Twitter poll a little too seriously. And also, like, assuming that people aren't joking. Like, Twitter, if you're taking anything on Twitter seriously about the BL community, what are we doing here?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are the backstory, Joy? The back story.
The backstory.
The backstory. It's a one word. Backstory. We want to know all the hot, juicy details of his backstory and his life story, you know?
Yeah. Same.
But I must admit, I do enjoy people like being these sort of weird purity crusaders. Like, it's like people who are like weird purity crusaders about like romance novels, where I'm like, yeah, I picked up Ice Planet Barbarians for like the intricate storytelling. Like, no, I wanted to read some porn. What?
It's okay. You know,
we're all adults here.
Speaking of
porn. Look at time to go.
Oh my god. It's like so actually Production House Nana, or however you pronounce that, actually did come out with 2 other BLs recently. One is about an angel who like grants wishes, but like apparently decides like he's going to personally take care of this witch. and then there's other one called like Venus in the Air or something. I just saw the poster. I don't know if there's a trailer out, but I was like, you know, and Nana,
you do you, boo boo.
I mean, what is? I did not really enjoy Checkout. Like, you know, it was not like my cup of tea. I had to drop it.
Like, I watched the whole thing because, like, once I'm like 3 episodes deep in something, I'm like, well, I might as well finish it. But when I tell you on Checkout, that was the least entertained I've ever been in a show in a while that I finished.
So yeah,
I'm just like, when does the plot start to get interesting?
Like, I just need a little bit more plot.
Listen, it's great that you guys have this like sexual chemistry, but unlike our jokes earlier, I was actually hoping for some plot that wasn't just they're in an office, then everyone leaves but them and they have sex in the office. That's not a plot.
Yeah. No.
Okay. And then there's a crazy girlfriend who's crazy for some reason. Like, okay, weak. And then suddenly, I don't know if y'all, okay, this is a little spoiler for the most boring show that's been out forever. When did the boss and the other dude start having?
Yeah.
I don't know with that random extra episode. They were just like, oh, we just wanted, they were like, listen, we also wanted to film some sex scenes, and you didn't let us. And
Yeah,
we
so
were,
now
we
we're
were
gonna-
now we were upset about that. So now we just, and it's not that I'm like anti-sex scene. Like I'm truly not. Like I'm just like, yeah, man, like have your sexy fun times. I don't care. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna admit it. I like Love in the Air. Okay, I know I criticize Mame a lot because she's on notice.
Yeah,
But
she's
I really
been on notice
like
for a long time.
She's been on notice since the beginning of her career, but I really liked Love in the Air. Okay, I liked it. I'm admitting it here. I liked the show in all of its just red flag glory. I was like, this show's fun. Like this show is stupid and I like it.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
I love Love Mechanics. I loved Love Mechanics. And that show, like, was that show was terrible. But I was just like, yeah, let's do this because this is like what I feel like watching some toxicity right now, and I feel like watching V be a total piece of trash. Like that's just what I want to watch at the moment. No. Yes, they all need therapy. Everybody needs therapy. Ua needs therapy.
I need therapy.
Mark needs therapy.
They all like they need to talk to someone here. They need a professional intervention. Like but see, and you say this, and it sounds like all BLs are like particularly toxic, and it's like, nah, straight shows are as toxic as BLs are too.
Yeah,
like, they are. Fool ourselves. Like,
yeah.
Like, they all
and like we're
toxic.
just talking about the toxic ones right now. They're not all toxic. Like not.
No.
So
I'm watching My Dating Sim.
Oh, My Dating Sim is just an adorable, fluffy piece of candy. I love it so much.
No, wait. Let's. I feel like we can.
Wait, is this
we can do it.
Okay,
you got, you know, the other side. No, flip it.
Which
way?
The
other hand.
This way?
No, the other one. Yeah, move it that way. Move it towards the end. No, the other one.
Ah, I can't do it.
Look, I'm here. I'm waiting.
I can't do it.
Oh, speaking of people who need therapy. Yeah, no. My Dating Sim, so adorable.
So adorable.
Just the warm fuzzies.
Oh god, it's so cute. Love Syndrome would break the therapist.
Okay. Listen. I will say
let's not talk about Love Syndrome.
No, I'm gonna say one thing about Love Syndrome. I watched the first episode and then said absolutely not, and just like I closed WeTV app. I was like, wow, no, I'm not
that's
doing
saying a lot. That's saying a lot for Natalia.
I watch anything, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't watch multiple episodes of this. I can't do it. I know I have like rock bottom standards, but they were high. I couldn't. And I'm sorry. Listen, I wanted to. I love Frank. I think he's a bean. But that is a show that really expects you to have read several novels to understand the plot and also to stick around for the most unlikable characters I've ever seen in my life. And that was in one episode. I was like, no. Like you're starting in the middle of a story.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true because it was part of Unforgotten Night. Like it was like a mess. It was a mess. And I get like other than the toxicity part, because I was
Unforgotten
Night
was like, camp. Okay, camp and fun. Unforgotten Night, Chef's Kiss, love it.
Yeah.
This I was like, no, I can't do this. We're out. Natalia, bye. I'm calling it.
Yeah, but Our Dating Sim is just spectacular. It's like so cute. The characters are all really likable. Ian and Eddie are just the two most adorable beings who like waited 7 years for each other, and just like it is so cute. It's just so fluffy.
So cute. I think they're so nice.
It's just so adorable. So if you don't want to, if you want to stay away from the toxic, then watch Our Dating Sim.
Yeah, another one you can watch if you don't want to be toxic. The New Employee.
Oh yes.
I love that. I forced the rest of my podcast to watch it and do a podcast episode on it because I liked it so much.
The New Employee, is that?
That's on Viki.
What was that one?
The New Employee was the one where the 27-year-old becomes an intern.
Oh, right, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely watch The New Employee because that one's really just also cute as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. For KBLs, I feel like there's a lot of hit and miss with them because of their short format.
Yeah.
And so sometimes they like hit the mark and then sometimes they don't. And it's really sad when they don't because I feel like there's like potential there.
I'm
Like,
looking at
the
you,
one-
director who buys me dinner.
I wasn't gonna name names, but
No,
actually,
I'm gonna listen. I didn't hate it, but the compelling part of that story was the singer having a total mental breakdown and not the main couple. Like the main couple was just like, oh, but then every time the singer, yeah, it's exactly. It's based on the third book, so you got to read 2 books to get there. We're talking
and
about
who has time for that? Who has time for that?
And
plus, the books for Love Syndrome. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and tell it.
But like, if you're gonna do that, you have to make a show for the first and the second book before you make a show for the third book.
I think they did that, and I wasn't sure because I know like in the first book of Love Syndrome, like their story happens because of like SA, and so like and so I think they did the third book because the third book kind of like brushes past all that, and so like you get them like in a consensual relationship of like maybe if you're
you know what, I've got an idea. Okay, I've got an idea. This might be a wild, wacky idea for these BL producers. Okay, I know there's a lot of like really problematic novels. You could just make an original story. You can hire a screenwriter and you can say, I would like to we want to make a BL show. We want to make like a gay romance show that doesn't have rape in it. Can you do this? And any screenwriter should be like, yeah, I absolutely can. Don't worry about it. Like we don't need to keep picking the most problematic fan fictions that have ever been written.
I mean, we really don't.
Well, this is all we got. Like, no, we don't need to do this. We can.
Like, it's just unfathomable to me that the Thai BL industry does not feel comfortable enough to branch away from novels. It's like,
I know, like, just you can make a different thing.
Just make a different thing. Like, I get why Korea does it because Korea has a lot of webtoons and like a lot of things that are not problematic.
Well, like, okay, listen, I read a lot of those webtoons. They're also pretty problematic. They just cut out. They cut out the problematic shit. Like the really awful shit gets cut. You see.
Yeah.
But Thailand's like, nah, we can't cut the original vision of the author. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You absolutely can.
The thing about Thailand, and I thought this was weird. But at the same time, it's kind of cool. Like, if they use their power for good, but they'd never use their power for good, really, is that the writers the writers of like the novels have so much power over like what goes on like in the series. And I'm like, what is this?
A good author isn't necessarily a good screenwriter, which is a bit of a problem.
And it's very apparent on some shows. Like, it's just like, I was like, okay. Like, cool.
I see Joy down there says they could remake Lacorns if they don't want to write anything. Yeah, you just make the main couple gay and leave every other plot point the same. Or make them, like, they could. We don't have to rape people and fall in love. We're beyond that. No. We all know that's not a healthy thing anymore. Okay, like I think we've all known that's not a healthy thing for many a year now, many a decade. I feel like we can find stories that don't necessarily feature those. And I know they exist. I read a lot of fan fiction and I tend to find ones that don't. And they're still sexy and fun and like, really horny and engaging and don't have one of the characters be a rapist.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's
Yeah,
not
like
rocket
just
science.
it's what's the SNL skit where it's like heart open, minds alive, don't rape. Like it's not hard. Like we don't have to do this anymore. Like we can like look at Cherry Magic. Look how fucking popular Cherry Magic is. Is there rape in Cherry Magic? Absolutely there is not. Absolutely there is not.
Yeah, doing that I would feel like doing it from the novel is
Yeah.
fine. Just pick better novels.
Yeah, I feel like they have like 5 writers that they seem to cycle their novels from, and it's just like there are many more novels. And not just Thai novels. Like there's many novels worldwide that they
you could
be
choose from.
adapting. That you could be adapting. And like there's hell, listen, I'm offering this to Thailand right now. I have 2 very lovely, fully published gay novels. You can buy the rights. I'll sell them to you cheap. Okay. They got no rape in them. They got, healthy relationship dynamics. You can do it. They exist.
I agree. Liqueurs are not better. We're not saying that they're better because they're not. But they're not. Like they could branch out.
We're just saying we're not saying stop adapting novels. We're saying maybe adapt novels where one of the characters you're supposed to root for isn't a rapist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. We're aware. We're aware about liqueurs. Like, don't worry. You don't need to tell us. We're expanding this to all things. Exactly. You know, like
although
just like
the Thai people. So there was actually a BL liqueur that was good. That did not end with a sad ending. It was to serve with love. It was like 16. It happened. It was like 16 episodes. It was an hour long, which is the typical liqueur length. And it was great. Like the chemistry between the actors was fantastic. They had the crazy ladies. There was this one character. She was like the second madam. I felt like she was a chihuahua because every time she would yell, she yelled all the time. But her eyes would pop out so much out of her head. I thought they would just fall out. Like I literally thought they would just fall out. So here's the kicker, right? This is how insane this liqueur is, because there is this scene where so the main son is gay, but he can't really be gay because it's 1930s Thailand or something, and so it's very bad to be gay. So this employee finds out his secret, and so spoilers if you haven't seen this, by the way. You should.
I haven't.
But spoilers. So the employee finds out and threatens them or whatever. And so the mom hires gets her maid to off the worker. But not only that, they implant mushroom spores into him. I don't know why. There's mushroom spores. And then so they just grow up, the mushroom spores paralyze him, so he's alive actually. When they they'll flow him down the river. And so
was this The Last of Us? What?
Yeah. So
this sounds hog wild. I'm down. This is creative. And yeah, Bella, I really like salmon stories. I really like salmon stories.
And so the thing is that they also have to dig out the body, because after 3 days the spores start to grow like mushrooms. And so
this is body horror. This is body horror at this point. This is wild. All right, you sold me. You can stop selling. You can stop selling. I'm sold. Okay, I've been sold on this.
It was in 1942. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure what year it was, but I knew that it was And for some strange reason, there's like China is involved. Like the story is like they're like Thai, like half Thai, half Chinese or something. But the story is really good. But the drama in that with like the families and because he has like all these women, like the main dad like has like 3 women like in his house. He really
all his mistresses.
Yeah, but like he only really loves the 3rd wife, even though the 3rd one wasn't actually made the official wife because like she couldn't bear children. But like it's just yeah. So that's what I was saying. My example of this To Serve with Love is that it could be done. You could do a gay licorne. Like you could do it.
Yeah.
So it's possible. It's been done now.
Listen, we just okay, it's not that we're saying don't make the story you want to make. We just would like less stories with rapists as just the main characters.
Yeah.
That's all. You know, we have so few requests. Like, I'm so easy to please. Literally, just don't make the main lead a rapist, and I'm like, perfect. A+.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm ready. My body is ready for this.
It sounds wacky. Yeah, it's like the licorne, like To Serve with Love, is really freaking wacky, but it's really good. Like I don't know how else to explain it.
It sounds wild. So good.
I actually really think you'd like it, Natalia, if you
I probably would. It sounds like something that would be right up my alley.
The other Thai BL that like is getting a season 2 or like part 2 that I'm kind of excited about is called The Promise.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I enjoyed it. I don't know. It's just kind of like, so it's about 2 like childhood friends. And like they go like through childhood, like so like childhood, middle school, like high school, and they go to university together. And like yes, it does have the To Serve with Love does have the healthiest BL brothers in existence. Like anyway, so Promise is about 2 friends that grew up together. And so one of them is secretly in love with the other one. And like something happened in like college, but you don't really know like what happened. But like the one dude decided to just kind of leave, like, and not tell his best friends that he was leaving. And so he told him he was going to a different country. But like and so they reunited like 10 years later. And so is it based on the true story? Oh shit, I didn't know that. Anyway, and so like they meet up like years later, and like I enjoyed it, but I was really mad at Pupa, the main character, because I was like, you're a fucking terrible person.
Well, listen, sometimes like people making bad decisions is what makes the story interesting. So
I mean, that's very true. He did make a very bad decision. I would also like the bad guys to go to prison in BLs. Like that's what I would really like too. Like that's kind of
you know what always pisses me off when a show gives a character like an unearned redemption arc.
Yeah,
where it's like no. And I'm not talking like, like Theory of Love, like that was a redemption arc, okay? He suffered.
Yeah.
He suffered.
Yeah. That I approve of. That I approve
but
of.
But like this is like a problem in a lot of shows where it's like they give characters just unearned redemptions that is just like, but you didn't become a better person. You didn't learn from your mistakes. You know
what they did that? You know what they did that? They did that in Gen Y season 2.
Okay, listen, I couldn't make it through Gen Y season 2. It got lost in the sauce. It lost the plot. I was out. Okay.
Yeah, but one of the main things about that plot was that Sandy was like the bad character because like he made his friends go through all this shit because he was mad that like they like changed his grades, but he still would have gotten into a good school, by the way, and so he made them all miserable. Like, for no reason. And then just decided to forgive him without him actually repenting or like saying like I shouldn't have treated you all this way. I shouldn't have messed with your lives.
Yeah.
I was like,
Something.
no, you don't get to no. Like you don't still get to like walk away and everything be fine. Like that doesn't like what? Oh, it was so upsetting. I mean, Gen Y season 2 was very upsetting for multiple
Because
reasons.
I really
And I
liked Gen
watched
Y
the whole
season
thing.
1. I love Gen Y season 1. And I was just kind of like, oh, they've given up. Okay. Well,
I mean, I liked season 1 too, and then I was very excited for season 2.
yeah, I was too. And then I started
then,
watching
like,
and it was like, yikes.
yeah, and then they messed up my storyline, my ship of Bank Boat, like their storyline of like Kong and I was just like, and I didn't know that they were going to do another BL together. Like I did it was up, man, but like after that, it was they like became like Thai pop stars, which is fine, good, okay,
Whatever. Do you, boo boo.
yeah,
Like we hope you're happy with your career.
but I was just like, but no, like this is not the jam. Like how could you ruin my oh my god, the best thing about Gen Y season 2 and they like just ruined it. I was like, okay, well obviously you didn't take me seriously enough. I watched that and I watched that all the way through and I was just like, I'm never getting back my life now.
Yeah.
This and then that stupid they did that stupid voting thing about
what?
stupid voting thing about who they did a voting thing like at 7-Eleven, like where you could vote for like who like Payu ends up with. I was like, stop bullshitting me, please. We all know. We all know.
What? Ay.
And it's like, and they still gave the character cancer and still like he died. He died. And then they,
spoiler alert, yeah.
Sorry.
No,
and then he like frolicked in the beach. Like they like just frolicked on the beach. I'm betting Pupa has cancer or something. That's why would you say this? Why would you say this to me? Wait, are you talking about Gen YZ? Or are you talking Gen YZ? Are you talking about Gen Y2? Because yeah, he did have like a brain tumor. Or are you talking about The Promise? Because in The Promise, like I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah.
like Bella's just like making us like freak out for nothing. I was like, yeah, sorry. Oh my god. Anyway, but watch The Promise. It's on WeTV.
Okay, we'll check it out.
Yeah, it's short. The first part is like I think like 5 episodes. I want to say it's pretty short. And then they're gonna do like a part 2. I don't know when part 2 is coming though. I'm hoping soon because like I don't want to wait like fucking months just to find out like if they get back together or something. When do they even get together? Because it's like it was
it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. Got it.
Oh my god, yeah. I think that's all. Let's see. Bed Friends. I was trying to watch the one with Run. I forgot what it's called.
The one with Run.
There's like this one with Run that I forgot it has a Thai name, but I was trying to watch that. And then I still haven't caught up with the End of the World with You.
Oh, I watched it. What a weird little show. It's a strange little show, but I think you'll enjoy it.
And then I finished watching Candy Paradox. I love Candy Paradox.
Yeah, it was
Candy
cute.
Color Paradox. That one with the
yeah,
the one with the slutty alien. Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
No, I'm sorry, Bella. He could not have.
What? Wait, Candy Color Paradox, Alien? What are we talking about? They were a photographer and a journalist.
Yeah, no. But like when he got mad at him one day and he's like, "You slutty alien."
Oh.
Don't you remember?
For a second I was like, what are we talking about here? What is happening here? I'm like, did we watch a show that had wildly different subtitles in it? Like, what is happening?
No. I still have to catch up with Passenger. I don't know how I feel about that one, to be honest. I love Cooper, so like I might just finish it because it's like It's on episode 5 already. What? The
Hmm?
Promise. Yes, The Promise is on episode. Or the show that. Anyway. Yeah, just watch The Promise if you haven't seen it. Watch A Shoulder to Cry On. I can't believe you haven't seen A Shoulder to Cry On.
Okay, listen. I'll tell you why. I'm waiting for it to be over so I can watch it all at once. Don't be judging me on my watching.
It's already over.
Is it? Okay, listen. I was watching The Glory. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I finished
today. God, I finished The Glory today.
Oh, okay.
God.
Passenger
I'm
is
only
the
one
one where
woman.
Cooper goes back in. No. To answer Joy's question, Passenger is the one with Cooper, and he travels back to Cooper is from the 90s, and he travels to the future, and meets his friends.
Like future singer, isn't it? It's like it's got past singer, not passenger. Right?
Yeah,
past
singer.
Singer.
Yeah. And so he meets his friends' kids, and like becomes friends with them because he's still he still looks like a teenager or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then he follows him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's.
And then
Sorry, just keep going. Keep going.
And then he follows. He kind of gets into one of his old friends' son.
Yikes.
Yeah, because I thought about it and I was just like, wait a minute. That's his friends. His friend died and that's his son that he's hanging out with. And I was like, you're telling me that you're falling for your dead friend's son?
He clearly is. But in his defense, he's still a teenager, he's
Yeah. I mean, it's all yeah.
I don't know. We don't mind messy.
But apparently there's a Taiwanese show like this.
Yes. Listen, we don't mind messy. We just don't want rapists. So unless he's a rapist, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Go nuts. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Do what you want, babes.
Yeah.
Love who love.
So your homework. So your homework,
I have homework?
Natalia,
what?
is to just kidding.
Listen, I'll get around to these things. I'll get around to these things, okay? I got lots of pies in the air,
Is watch The Eighth Sense for real. So because only 2 episodes are out of that. And then watch A Shoulder to Cry On.
Well, okay, I'm going to. I've always been planning on it.
Yeah, but as for just Bed Friends in general, I do recommend Bed Friends. Just be careful if you've been through some trauma. Just be mindful that it's gonna happen. But I really am digging the direction of the show, and I like that it's more than just about the NC scenes. Even though the NC scenes are really nice and they're well done, I really like that they're actually including a plot and it makes sense, and the story is cohesive and running together. I mean, so it has all of the things that make a really good show.
Yeah,
so
I really like it. I really love it, but I don't have any of these triggers, so it's fine for me to watch it and enjoy it. But just be mindful that if that is something that puts you in a bad place mentally, then don't watch it.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it. Worry about it.
Yeah. But it's been real fun. Me and Natalia haven't done this in a while.
I know.
Hopefully
life, it is what it is.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to do it again sometime. He had me, he is coming to me.
Falling for the son of a friend. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It did. It's been so long since I've seen He's Coming to Me. Also, that had ghosts. So, there was that.
That too. Yeah.
That too.
Ghostly romance, that genre.
Yeah. Hopefully me and Natalia can do another at some point, maybe we can do one of our like most famed tier lists or whatever. We still have to do a tier list for like the best
good tier list.
BL dramas of like
2022.
I'm like, we still
maybe?
haven't done the ones for like 2022. Yeah, we need to do that. That's I don't know when that'll be coming, but maybe at some point that'll come. But anyway, it's been real fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope y'all had a good time.
Yeah,
We'll see
thank
later.
you.
Bye.
We'll be back soon. Bye.